Did you know that after age 65, something really important changes inside your body that most of us are never clearly told about? We often hear that muscle loss just happens because you're getting older, but that's not the whole story. The real reason is that the systems that once responded quickly to food and movement begin to slow down. Your muscles just don't listen to signals the way they used to. Scientists call this anabolic resistance. In simple terms, it means when you eat protein, the message to build or repair your muscles is much weaker than it was at 40 or 50. Think back to your younger years. Eating eggs, meat, or dairy would reliably trigger muscle repair. The nutrients would enter your bloodstream, and your muscle cells would get to work rebuilding stronger fibers. But after 65, that same meal produces a much smaller effect. The muscle cells receive the nutrients, but the internal machinery that turns those nutrients into strength is less responsive. This is a huge reason why many seniors can eat well but still feel weaker year after year. Hormonal shifts also play a major role. Even in healthy adults, hormones like testosterone and growth hormone naturally decline. These hormones aren't just about energy or appearance. They are crucial for controlling how your muscle tissue repairs itself after daily use. With lower levels, your body starts to prioritize basic survival over maintaining strength. Muscle becomes metabolically expensive, so the body slowly lets it go unless there's a very strong reason to keep it. Another overlooked factor is digestion. As we age, stomach acid often decreases, and our digestive enzymes become less efficient. This means even if you're eating high-quality protein, you might not be fully breaking it down and absorbing it. You could eat a healthy meal, but not all of its muscle-building components are actually being put to use. This is why just telling older adults to eat more protein often doesn't work. The issue isn't just intake, it's about absorption and utilization. Then there's inflammation. A quiet, low-grade chronic inflammation tends to increase. As we get older, this interferes with muscle signaling and recovery. It essentially dulls your body's ability to turn the food you eat into functional tissue. When inflammation is present, your muscle cells become less responsive, and your nervous system sends weaker signals to activate those muscles. Your strength then declines, not because the muscle disappeared overnight, but because this vital communication system is breaking down. And that brings us to the neurological side of things. Your muscles only stay strong when your brain regularly sends clear signals telling them to work. With age, some of these nerve pathways, called motor neurons, can gradually drop out. Fewer nerve signals mean fewer muscle fibers get activated during everyday movements like walking or grabbing something. Over time, these unused fibers shrink and weaken. This is why issues like poor balance, a slower walking speed, and weaker grip strength often appear together. They all stem from the same underlying decline in the communication between your nerves and muscles. Now, here's a common mistake many people make. They try to combat muscle loss by relying heavily on one or two familiar foods, like eggs. And while eggs are definitely nutritious, just depending on a single food source doesn't address all these deep biological changes. To support muscle health at this age, you need a diverse range of nutrients that help with digestion, hormone signaling, nerve function, and inflammation control, all at the same time. Timing and consistency also become incredibly important. Your muscles now respond better to steady, repeated signals rather than large, infrequent ones. A big, protein-heavy meal once a day is far less effective than smaller, well-supported meals spread throughout the day that your body can actually process. The goal shifts from brute force nutrition to precision nutrition. This is why modern research is focusing on foods that deliver not just protein, but also minerals like magnesium and zinc, healthy fats that calm inflammation, and compounds that support your body's sensitivity to insulin. These factors help reopen the communication pathways between what you eat and how your muscles respond. Without them, protein alone really struggles to do its job. Finally, it's so important to understand that muscle loss after 65 is not a personal failure. It is a predictable biological process. But the good news is, predictable processes can be influenced. When you understand why your body stops responding the way it used to, you can choose smart strategies that work with your biology instead of fighting against it. Maintaining strength at this age isn't about eating more. It's about sending the right signals in the right form to a body that now demands efficiency over excess. And once you grasp that, the path to keeping your muscles strong and healthy becomes much, much clearer. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, be sure to like and subscribe for more insights into healthy aging. See you in the next video.